So never allow someone to discourage you. Good day, bad day, whole misunderstanding. They always be yourself at the end of the day to understand at the end of the day, you're all not the same. They said that you was having an identity crisis. But the lack of love for themselves at the end of the day, they couldn't even self-reflect the goal within. They so worried about you, what you got going on. What's their issue? You ain't bothering nobody. You're choosing yourself to better yourself. They quick to label you. It's a thought process to me. I understand at the end of the day, yeah, trauma and pain was endured with you from a child point of view. Yeah, then went into your adulthood. But you wasn't allowing yourself to lose yourself. You was willing to better yourself, not to become a victim. They would never understand at the end of the day that you didn't get discouraged that day when they try to humiliate you, disrespect you. They wanted you to fall off at the end of the day. They wanted you to leave this planet of Earth at the end of the day. Because you had confidence. You knew how to self-reflect, to understand self-control, not to make yourself mentally unstable, to become a victim at the end of the day, because God was showing you the right way. God was showing you that miracles happen when you least expect it. You're praying for yourself, not against yourself. They was quick to label you at the end of the day, saying that you got an identity crisis, but you knew how to look in the mirror, to love yourself, to find peace within, to better yourself. They would never understand the mindset at the end of the day, that you wasn't trying to destroy your neighbor's character. You knew how to respect somebody when you couldn't even see. It'd be the thought process to me, save your apologies. You didn't give up on yourself, live in fear at the end of the day because someone didn't know how to respect you, let alone love you at the end of the day. When God was truly showing you the way, that you are worthy. They would never understand at the end of the day, obstacles that was placed in front of you was supposed to make you dysfunctional. You wasn't supposed to recognize your smile, but God allowing you to shine at the end of the day, to understand when you smile on the inside and shows on the outside how bright it truly is at the end of the day, and you ain't have malicious intentions. It's a thought process to me. Loving yourself, to choose yourself, better yourself, to believe in yourself. You went from a non-believer to a believer because God was showing you the right way when it came to your direction. Recognizing your faith at the end of the day. They labeled you at the end of the day that you didn't love yourself. Saying that you have an identity crisis. And you were so confused within confused at the end of the day. What your point of view got to do with me at the end of the day? I ain't bothering you. I'm in my own lane, loving myself. Showing up for me to become my best self-vision of myself. Something that you couldn't get in tune with was knowing your worth. Because if you knew your worth at the end of the day, you wouldn't be worried about the next person at the end of the day when it comes to your pain and your lack of awareness. At the end of the day, we are all not the same. Try to antagonize an innocent person only to play victim at the end of the day. Dang, neighbor, I shouldn't have did that day. I judged the book by its cover. Years. Take accountability somewhere else. It be the thought process for me with your controlling problems. They don't understand at the end of the day. They had to put you in secret competition only to realize at the end of the day, they was the weakest link. You didn't have to throw sport in a toxic way on an innocent person at the end of the day who didn't see your vision. They played you close, acting like they like you. They played you close at the end of the day. Said that you wasn't going to get too far in life with their mind games. Only to realize at the end of the day, you wasn't budging. When it came to coming out of character at the end of the day, because you was truly in your lane, but you had to put somebody in check that day. Stay in your lane, neighbor. And I say that respectfully when it comes to your pain and your one-sided conversation at the end of the day. Copycat, wow. You're trying to be somebody you truly not, neighbor. But you sat there and played me close at the end of the day. I understood the receiver because God was truly showing me I'm truly favored. I was understanding to catch my blessings right to left. It was my reality. Something that you couldn't get in tune was knowing your worth. Regardless of what guardian was in my life or not, at the end of the day, I still knew how to respect my neighbor. And I say that respectfully because we are all not the same. It's the thought process for me. That unhealthy relationship, it didn't work out. They can save their apologies. Because you loved yourself to better yourself to realize at the end of the day you wasn't trying to discourage somebody. You didn't have to take someone's kindness to weakness. You were trying to show them a better direction when it came to a healthy bond. But they try to dim your light to discourage you, but you didn't lose yourself because you understood the right direction that they was trying to. They wasn't truly for you. And God wasn't showing you the wrong direction because you was truly praying for yourself in the most healthiest way. Your biggest cheerleader, they would never understand your pain. The obstacles that was faced in front of you. Willing to choose you to better you. Willing to choose you. You matter in your worth and you didn't get discouraged that day. When someone tried to humiliate you, disrespect you, play you close not to see you woke. They said that you wasn't going to be nobody. They said that you wasn't get far in life without them. They had all of these negative things to say about you at the end of the day when it came to spell work. But God was truly protecting you. They never would understand at the end of the day that you wasn't the issue. They was projecting their trauma and their pain at the end of the day on an innocent person who didn't have to play victim. Yeah, the neighbor who knew how to pray for their neighbor with no malicious intentions, good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. They would never understand at the end of the day we are all not the same. Regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. It's a thought process for me. You man in your word, don't get discouraged, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Yeah, trials and tribulations, the end of the day, don't dim your light, and I say that respectfully, regardless who gave up on you. My content is not for everybody. It's not. And loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. God installed faith within you. Walk by faith, not by sight. They would never understand at the end of the day you wasn't trying to dim your light. Someone didn't like the fact that you was willing to choose yourself when God installed another day within you to recognize your confidence, to understand self-control, to truly be at peace with yourself without wearing a mask. You didn't have to discourage nobody. Good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. You knew how to respect your neighbor regardless of their pain. We are all not the same. It's a thought process to me. Or you told your neighbor at the end of the day, everybody's not supposed to be part of your journey, and that's okay. But that would go over certain folks' heads at the end of the day when they try to play you close and think you're better than somebody, when that wasn't the case. Because when God shows up in mysterious ways when you least expect it, to show you at the end of the day the self-reflect, the go within, something that you was praying for, but you went against yourself that day. And at the end of the day, you had to place somebody close who knew how to respect you and pray for you, not against you. My content is not for everybody. And I say that respectfully. Someone tried to dim your light, said that you were nobody. They said you whack, you're corny, you were nobody. They said you whack, you're corny, you were nobody. They said you whack, you're corny, you were nobody. But God was showing you your direction at the end of the day. God was showing you that you were truly protected. God was showing you at the end of the day why God chose you to love you. God showed you at the end of the day that, wow, regardless who came in and out of your life, you still knew how to respect somebody. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. They would never understand at the end of the day you didn't allow yourself to become your own worst enemy when you showed up for yourself in a healthy way. It's a thought process to me. I truly appreciate times of the genuine ones only, and I say that respectfully. I don't do this for likes and views or comments at the end of the day when it's my neighbor's reality that they face every single day to love themselves, to better themselves. Of course, someone's going to try to discourage you, let alone to hate in the back at the end of the day, but never allow someone to dim your light when you're in your own lane, minding your business. They try to poke the bear, don't like the reaction because they truly got to go within and realize that, wow, they was mentally unstable when it came to self-awareness. And you was just telling your neighbor at the end of the day, I hope you see better days ahead, with no malicious intentions, but they would never understand. It's a thought process to me. I truly appreciate times of the genuine ones only. Have a safe day and have a safe year. Loving yourself is not a crime, so never get discouraged or let on dim your light because someone didn't know how to show up for you, regardless if it was your guardian or not at the end of the day, or that unhealthy relationship. Don't lose yourself from a temporary situation. I say that respectfully. You ain't doing it for the likes and views when it's your reality that you got to face every single day to better yourself. Healing trauma and pain would never be an overnight process. Childhood wounds going into your adulthood. You matter your word not to get discouraged, and I say that respectfully. Healing trauma and pain is never a race. It ain't about likes and views, let alone a comment. Especially when it's your reality. You matter and you are worthy. My content is not for everybody. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I actually preach time to the genuine ones only. Now your genuine love, respect. I am the original owner of all my content, and I say that respectfully. I do not worship the devil, and I do not energy harvest, and I do not steal anyone's destiny or identity, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. Thank you for your time. I gotta go.